It's March, and that means it's time to look and see what the current market data is telling us with inventory, days on market, and sales price in those three coastal towns. That is Corona del Mar, Newport Coast, and Newport Beach, and see what the trends are telling us about what's going to happen in March.
I'm Kiwi of the coast, the agent with the most.
Helping you maximize and sell the value of your coastal home. Right, let's dive into the numbers. New listings. Last month, January, 67. What was it for February? Well, it's jumped up, thank God, to over 70 new listings on the market. Now, compared to a year ago where it was in the 50s, that is an improvement and a little bit more good news for buyers. Now, before we look at the number of sales, what about those homes that are going into escrow? That means under contract or pending. In other words, they're transacting right now. Well, January 25, not so good. What about February? Well, it's up. It's jumped up to 40. So buyers are, in spite of the competition, jumping in to secure the home that they can find, usually above the asking price. Let's look at the number of actual sales. Well, last month, January, was 30 closings. What about February? Well, it jumped up just ever so slightly to 32. Now, we'd expect that sort of a carryover from the winter market. What about a year ago? The good news here is a year ago it was 24, so we have improved significantly in the number of closings from a year ago. Days on market, last month in January, that was 62 days. It's jumped up to 72 days on market. That's from the time a home goes on the market to it's under contract and goes in the MLS with a changing category there. What was it a year ago? 65. So pretty static. In fact, days on market has gone up a little bit. So what does that mean? Buyers are struggling still to find and secure that house, and it's taking a bit longer for those homes that are now priced more to be priced right and get under contract. Active listings. This is the group of homes that's available for home buyers to purchase at any one time in those three cities. Now, last month, January, 195. That's the total inventory out there. It's jumped up, oh my gosh, a little bit to 224. Not as much as we'd hoped to see to give buyers relief, but still an improvement on what it was a year ago. Average list price for those three cities, a little over 8.7 million. So has it gone down or up for the month of February? Well, it's gone down. The average list price is around 6.5, slightly more. And this is less than it was a year ago when it was in the 7s. So what does that mean? It means more homes are available at lower price points in those coastal cities for buyers to purchase. Now, it's all relative, of course. Lower meaning 6 million is lower than it was the month before. Average sales price. Now, this is really telling. The average sales price last month, let's look at the numbers, was 6.8. Comparing to this month, 5.7. Okay, average sales price dropped a bit. But what about a year ago? Well, a year ago it was around 3.6. So you can still see that average sales price, it has still zoomed up year over year. So still a seller's market, and the prediction out there from the smart folks in the market that it's going to be a seller's market for the next 3 years. So buyers, what's the advice? Instead of looking for a deal, jump in while you can, because chances are next year the prices will still be higher. Real estate market, it is constantly changing. Click on the video that's on your screen right now so that I can keep you up to date on inventory, mortgage rates, and all those issues that are affecting you and the real estate market. We'll see you on the next video. The Room.